Welcome, Capricorns, to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers of meaning in my readings. I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate. Oh, there you go. It may or may not resonate. That's the devil. He's been making the rounds lately. All right. Try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed. And viewer discretion is advised. Okay, for those of you who are not watching every reading, I have lost my voice a bit because I've gotten back into teaching the kids, getting on the front lines and making sure humanity doesn't end up dumb. Okay, every little bit counts, people. Every little bit counts. All right, so excuse my nails, excuse my voice. All right, it is what it is. Okay. So, did I say viewer discretion is advised? It is. It is. Overall for Capricorn for the rest of October going into November, here's the deal and here's the theme. Just in case you can't see that. Forced sacrifice. Hangman. All right. Free will is out of order. Let's find out what that's about. Okay, that's not necessarily you, but that's the theme though. Okay, so let's find out what we're talking about. Ancestors? What do we mean by that? Pretty please. Well, the ancestors say this. It's real and it's the truth. Ace of Swords. Okay, we still don't know. Calm down. We still don't know what that means. All right. Okay, Two of Cups. God is behind it all. I know that's right. The cycle is closed. Yeah. Okay. The cycle is closed and there's nothing that can be done for whomever. Okay. On this love affair, on this Two of Cups soulmate connection, for those of you on the lover's floor. All right. For sacrifice, you have to be patient. Okay, because she's got patience in this card. Okay, here we're getting a broader understanding. This is about the world. This is the closing of the cycle. This is also adult privilege. All right, let's get a little more deeper into the story before we go all into the meanings. Somebody got a message, and it was the truth. Oh, somebody needed some respect to be put on their name. Yeah, I'm going to guess that didn't happen because we got a forced sacrifice here. Okay, yeah. So an emotional connection, the cycle is closed. Yep. Okay. Man, oh man, that's always sad. Okay, because somebody was deceptive. Yeah, they were deceptive on the lover's floor to their soulmate. Okay, if it's not the lover's floor, there might have been some deception about money somewhere. Okay, and that apparently has torn something asunder from itself. God is behind it, though. God is behind it. You know, crash, boom, bang, pow, right here with the mother of storms. Okay, there's some stormy weather in this Two of Cups situation. There's some stormy weather in the connecting of dots. Somebody also might have some mental health issues. Okay, on the clinic floor, on the medical floor, somebody has some mental health issues because connecting the dots, the bottom line and the big picture in this card. So connecting the dots, I always think of the synapses in the brain, connecting dots. That's what I think when I think of connecting dots. And then something is torn apart at the core level, right? So if you can't connect dots, right? Okay, like somebody suffered a trauma kind of thing, you know? But the trauma was, in this case that I'm seeing, the trauma was something they did to themselves. I get the sensation. Okay? And maybe they did it to themselves by being deceptive about something, and somehow it kind of reflects their inner state, their inner mental health, that they're not able to connect dots. You see? Because then they would have known that they had to put respect on your name, because that wasn't going to work. You see what I'm saying? So it's a forced sacrifice. Like, no, no, no. Okay. Okay, little Timmy. You know what? You can't have this. I done gave you the magic marker. Now you're sucking on it. I done gave you the glue. Now you're pouring the shit down your nostrils. All right. You're not ready. You're not ready, little Timmy. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Okay? You're not ready. Like, something wrong with little Timmy. Okay? So here, so here, I see the Queen of Pentacles. That could be you. You might have gave somebody a pretty strong message, or some authoritative woman gave somebody a very strong message, or the fact that they're authoritative and confident, or have a lot of money, or whatever the situation is, something is giving some woman authority, right? And they're having a big impact. So maybe it's just that she has this power, is the impact in itself. But at the same time, when I see the Ace of Swords, it's like a statement was made. Like, I'm that bitch, or whatever. That's just an example. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that totally on some floor, that's happening for somebody. Okay, but that's the sensation that I'm getting now here with the closing of the emotional connection and the ending of the emotional connection. Like, it's coming, the cycle of the emotional connection is coming to a close. That might have been somebody's goal, because we have the Ten of Pentacles down here, and in my deck, that's Okosi hitting the target. You see, he has a clear line to the target. So maybe somebody was trying to close a cycle of an emotional connection, and they successfully did. Okay, and then somebody else is on the other side of that, and it's for sacrifice for them. So let's find out more. All right, going into the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Oh, and some anger. All right, so somebody found out that there was love somewhere. Okay, this is apparently something upsetting. Okay, this is upsetting. This is made someone mad, and they have every reason to be mad. They have every reason to be mad. Okay, because they found out the truth. And the truth apparently is that love was present, or something was telling somebody something, and it turned out to be true. And they're very upset to find that out. Let's find out more, because, okay, that's intriguing. Okay, all right. Okay, so the big impact is that, okay, so I guess we're hanging out on the lover's floor right now. So the big impact, apparently, was that somebody was still connected to somebody that they cared about at a distance. Apparently somebody didn't know that was true, or they heard maybe, but they didn't believe it, or some such thing like that. Yeah, okay. The Empress. They were still connected to the Empress at a distance, or still caring about the Empress at a distance. Well, somebody found out, apparently. Yeah, yeah. Or maybe they was connected to somebody else, and the Empress found out. Okay, it could be one or the other, or both. All right, but I do get the distinction that I do get the sensation that someone is mad about the Empress or at the Empress. Okay, this is the big impact that happened. Okay, you're still connected, you still love her, or some such thing like that. Okay, so I don't know who's saying that. Is that the Empress saying that, or is that somebody saying that about the Empress? Okay, so there's several people involved in this scenario. All right, yeah, okay. Oh boy. So we have the Empress figure, and then who pops up but the Emperor? Hello. He was like, hi, I'm down here. Okay. All right, yeah. So it turns out that the Emperor. Okay, hold on. Let me just read across first. All right. So apparently, oh, okay. So I get the sensation that somebody feels as if, okay, let's say if the Empress is the one who was loved at a distance, right? In that scenario. In that scenario, somebody might feel like the Empress did something to cause that to happen, to cause this person to still be, entwined and entangled with, whoever the Emperor. Okay. Which may or may not be true. I don't know what it is in your scenario. But if she is the Empress, if she is divine feminine, because you could be in the Empress is like, that's just a title. You know what I mean? That's just a title. But divine feminine is actually an indication of the character you're dealing with, the nature of their character, right? So if it's a divine feminine and she did do something to keep this Emperor entwined or entangled with her, it wasn't evil. It wasn't any kind of like spell work or evil. Okay? It may have been her confidence and authority. Okay? If we're talking about some woman, right, then anything's possible, right? So if it's not the divine feminine, if it's not the Empress divine feminine, then it might have been a wife, because the Empress can be the wife figure, and also the Queen of Pentacles can be a wife figure or a mother figure. Okay. And but I don't get the sensation that if they're like, what, you still feel this way, or they're mad from the truth that they're finding out, then they didn't make this happen. Then they didn't try to keep you entangled with somebody at a distance, that they didn't want you to be entangled with, kind of thing, right? Or whatever, whomever. um there's a lot going on here. I feel there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, it looks like here. Okay. But there's been some sort of grand impact based on some truth that's been found out about some love that somebody's got, and now somebody's mad. You know what I'm saying? And maybe there was some sort of finagling. I don't know, because what does the Hunsus represent here? The Hunsus, she's here protecting what matters most and making it happen. What is she protecting? What is she making happen? Let's find that out real quick. What is she protecting? What is she making happen? What's happening down here? Ah, she's making people burst free of their limiting beliefs. So this is her. This is her, possibly you, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is some authoritative woman who made some shit happen. What did she make happen? She made the Emperor burst free of his limiting beliefs. Yeah. And somebody is mad. I'm going to go ahead and guess because they didn't want the Emperor to burst free from his limiting beliefs. Right? For sacrifice. All right. Fantastic. Let's go into the Two of Cups, connecting the dots, big picture. God is behind it all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So somebody is able to see root causes clearly. And the root cause is this. They was having sex with somebody else. Let's find out more. They had sex outside of the soulmate relationship. Somebody knows why something changed. Yeah, because they disrespected their soulmate or some shit like that. Yeah, by having sex with either a fiery female fire sign, or a water sign, or some sort of watery lady, or some sort of fiery lady. Okay, they had sex, extracurricular. And so what they essentially did was they switched out their soulmate for this other thing, other woman, other situation. And that's what they essentially did. So then, if that's what you did, then you can't come back. That's how that works. You chose somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was doing. You made your bed. You lay in it. Simple. Right? So, I understand. I'm sorry if that triggers anyone. Please calm down, okay? Because you already dealt with exactly loss. Hello? Deception, holding back your emotions. That's what changed shit. Somebody can clearly see that, okay? The holding back of emotions. It was like, oh, you holding back emotions from your soulmate. Brilliant. That's exactly how you sever the connection. Fantastic. Okay? Yeah, they hit the target. They hit the nail on the head. That's exactly how you do it. Absolutely. And so then they lost. They lost out. You see? Yeah, they lost out. Because they wanted to do what they wanted to do. They wanted to have sex with this person. So that says so much. Am I right? That says so much. You're holding back your emotions. You done changed up on the soulmate. So now the soulmate is changing up on you. That's the karmic wheel. You see what I'm saying? It's a circle. So you abandon your placement next to that person. You don't take your seat next to that person, the wheel turns. Then the next time you get on the wheel, the person's down here, you're up here. So every time that wheel turns, you're never meeting. You're never meeting. You're never meeting. Because you can't catch back up to the same spot. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, but they didn't, apparently. They sacrificed it. They chose to be here. Choose. Free will. So it's like as if somebody has like free will chips and they used them all and they bet them all on this one instead of the Empress or instead of their soulmate or both, right? If the Empress is their soulmate, because we do have the Emperor here, right? So, yeah, I get the sensation that this Emperor, whoever we're talking about, went to the lesser. I'm going to guess thinking it was more. Maybe it was several people. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they had sex with somebody and fell in love with them. You know? Or maybe they thought this person was their soulmate. That they had, broke out of the other soulmate connection, to go get. You know what I'm saying? So that means they selected this person. They selected this person instead of their person. So, as an obligation to love, I don't know if you're anything like me and you're on love side, you have to respect the choices that love makes, right? If you don't love me and you love the other one, I have to get out of your way. I have to. If I respect love, am I right? I don't have to like it, but I do have to let it happen, right? Because you can't obstruct somebody's free will. That's mad. That's mad rude. That's unconstitutional. Hello? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like somebody chose something. They was disrespectful, so the wheel turned. You know what I'm saying? And through deception and playing emotional games, they lost out. And they ended up with the lesser. But that's what they chose, though. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? Okay, great. All right, so there's several other layers here. Okay, there's several other layers. I could touch on a couple of more layers. Okay, another layer is that there's a soulmate connection, and there's a soulmate connection, and it's a sudden come up attached to it. It's a sudden change. because I got sudden change with the Mother of Storms, and I have a change with the Wheel of Fortune. So something changed, definitely. And it also could be that the symmetry, between them, okay, that's really a rephrasing. That's really not different. The symmetry between them was destroyed. So essentially, the contract was destroyed by them holding back their feelings. You know? On this layer, let's say they loved each other, or this person was loved. Like this woman loved this person and she thought of them with love. Okay? And let's say she desired them and they desired each other. And it was plain to see. But somebody held back their feelings instead. And so they lost this love. They lost this love, this desire, passion, or the dynamic of the love, desire, and passion. They lost that by playing this game, this singular game right here, this singular game with the holding back of emotions and being deceptive through that avenue. And it seems like they severed the contract in that action, and there's nothing they could do. It's like throwing away the winning lotto ticket. You throw it in the garbage, you just think you got a pile of paper because you're not being careful. You know what I'm saying? You toss it in the garbage, and by the time you realize what happened, you see the garbage truck turning the corner way down 5 blocks down. You know what I'm saying? And they done came and picked up your garbage from your building. And that's that. Lotto ticket gone. No turning back. Ain't no finding it. None of that. It's over. It's over. That's the sensation that I'm getting there. Let's find out about the closing of the cycle. Yeah, I get the sensation that the person who was the original soulmate, let's say the original soulmate, the one who was God blessed, right? The one who was God blessed for this person, I get the sensation, was upset to find out that this person actually was in love with the other person. It's one thing to have sex outside your relationship. It's another thing to fall in love with someone while you're in the middle of supposedly being in love with someone else, right? So then that says so much. That's what I was saying earlier. That says so much. That says you never really loved me. Your love wasn't real. You're full of shit. You had an ulterior motive in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You're a shallow piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It says so much. You don't think I'm that attractive. This is, hey, listen, calm down. All right, this has nothing to do with whether or not that's true. Okay? Or maybe it is true. It doesn't matter. It says so much is all I'm saying. You can look however you want to look, but if that person feels like, yeah, flaws and all, I love them all, to me, you're perfect. Then you don't have to be perfect as long as your man or your woman thinks you're the shit. That's good enough for most of us. Most of us want to be cute and pretty and beautiful until we find the one we want, and then we want to be whatever they think is cute and beautiful, right? Absolutely, right? Because it's all about let's be happy, and that's good enough, right? Absolutely, right? If you're anything like me, it's all good. So I get the sensation that this was a message, a two-way message, like the way you might have behaved as the Empress or the Divine Feminine was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. My butt's not big enough then. I see. My hair's not long enough. I'm not white enough, black enough, whatever the fuck it was that they was after. Okay, with this other chick. You wasn't rich enough, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you didn't wear enough makeup. You didn't have enough different weaves. So you didn't get your nails done often enough. I don't know. Whatever the fuck floats these motherfuckers' boats these days. You know what I'm saying? So when the Empress found out that this fool wasn't just fucking somebody else. They was really choosing somebody else. They really felt like somebody else was better. At the very least, since we're talking about a shallow person, they must have felt like this person was better looking. Calm down. This ain't got nothing to do with the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because, just between me and you, Capricorn, some men be believing the hype. I'm talking about straight men here. You feel me? They be believing the hype. Okay? Like, the kind of illusions you can create with makeup and hair and nails and clothing. And that's why we do it. Right? And there's a familiar story where, everybody, even the men know when the woman take off her makeup, it could be a whole different experience that you're having. Right? Blame it on the juice. Got you feeling loose. Okay? Just saying. So, it looks like somebody might have been, because I've heard that often on Spirit Street, that somebody went after the thing that was more shiny. And in my situation, I don't know about you, if you're anything like me, I'm like, more shiny? What you mean more shiny? Okay? How you gonna get more shinier than the sun? Like, what? You ain't found nothing more shinier, nigga. Is there something wrong with your eyeballs? You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, something enchanted this person. Something enchanted this person, and that says so much. So when you turn around to come back, see, therein lies the problem. Okay? Therein lies the problem. When you turn around to come back, it's like, oh, now you don't want me. Oh, no, not at all. Oh, no, my ass ain't big enough for you. Yeah, oh, no, I'm not cute enough for you. Okay, so now that takes the dazzle out of being around you. That takes the fun. Now that I know you don't desire me that much. I'm second place. That's what I am. Right. So now we don't feel as passionate about that person now, do we? Not at all. Now the love is kind of now running down the drain a little bit. Literally. Literally. Like a drain in the street. Like, oh, there, you spilled the shit. Imagine if you had liquid gold, somebody bumped into you, spilt the shit in the street, and it runs down the drain. You can't get it. That's it. That's it. It's done. It's done. You done fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sensation that I'm getting happen here. So somebody is feeling lost. Like, why? Oh, why? Why? Oh, why? Did I motherfucking do that? Why did I dump the gold down the drain like that? Why did I throw away my winning lottery ticket? Listen, the cycle is closed. Come on now, step by step now. Step by step. The cycle is closed. It's not a motherfucking game. The bridge is burned. Yeah. Yeah. The bridge is really burned. Really? I can't go back? No. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. There's no bridge there. Simple. God is behind it all. See what I'm saying? Karma, wheel of fortune. Feel me? It is what it is. It is what it is, Capricorn. Am I right? Queen of Pentacles? Hello? You must have had to tell somebody something. Somebody is empowered. Somebody knows the secrets of the deep. They know how to close the cycle. Come on now. I don't know about you, but there was a cycle I was been trying to close for a long time. I was like, should I be closing this cycle? Let me try to close this cycle. Wait a minute. Should I close this cycle? Let me try to close this cycle. And the shit just seemed to be taking a while. You know what I'm saying? And finally, I think like last month or something, or a couple of weeks ago or some shit like that, recently, I just felt this feeling like, boom, one of them vault doors that's like a foot thick, with the spinning wheel, lock on that motherfucker. Like that shit was like clock, 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 bang, closed. You dig what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I can fucking breathe. I can finally fucking breathe. You know what I'm saying? So you might be feeling something similar in this situation here. Why? Why was the bridge burnt? because the intimacy and the trust was destroyed thoroughly. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You're trying to fuck up something beautiful? This is how you do it. Somebody is a master of disaster. Absolutely. Oh, I think that's going to be your title. Okay? Somebody is the master of disaster, and perhaps you had to come and regulate. You had to come and close the case. Now you're going to pass the file on to other departments. Now it's out of your hands for sacrifice. It's out of your hands. You didn't want this to happen. You didn't want to have to go there. Okay? You didn't want to have to. But you did, and it's done. And now it's out of your hands. Now it's a matter of karma. You feel me? I mean, it's all a matter of karma, but now it is entirely and purely in the hands of karma, which means this is a legal matter for the universe now. And this is what they left on the record. This burnt bridge. They burnt it and tried to make off. With the new bitch. Calm down. Calm down. Because karma has many layers. You feel me? There's one layer of karma, like maybe the new bitch ain't working out, obviously, because, you know, we're feeling lost. Okay? We're feeling like we're spinning around the wheel of karma, the wheel of fortune. You know, and somebody is, there's some sort of energy in the air of put respect on my name. Respect for women's affairs. So that means something already happened. Right? And now another layer of karma is going to set in. And this is going to be colder, I suspect, knowing the creator as that I do. Because usually the creator is going to first try to be nice to you. Right? Like I said, you didn't want to have to go there. Right? If you're anything like me, you was trying not to go to the death warrant office. Right? And then you was like, fuck it, I'm going to go. Right? If you're anything like me. Right? And then the creator was like, hey. Don't be too hasty. Because you know you're going to have to take responsibility for that shit, right? And so maybe if you was anything like me, you backed up again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to close that cycle, but the creator was like, nah, wait a minute. Just hold on. You know? Boom. So the wheel of fortune is spinning. Giving this motherfucker opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Okay? Till you get tired. Well, you and the ancestors and the creator finally agree, you know what? It's time for this shit to stop. You know, my last round of readings was definitely where the creator and the ancestors was like, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. This is done. We're done here. You know, like they was like exasperated and shit. I've never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? Not in my cards. I've seen that in life, but not in my cards. So I thought that was pretty remarkable. Well, it looks like we've gone to the next layer of the conversation here, you know, and now it's out of your hands. Now the cycle is closed. They've taken this case off your desk. You closed the case because you found out the truth. You found out they was in love with somebody else, holding back emotions from you, choosing someone else as the better. Calm down. It's out of your hands. What does that mean? That means the creator is about to open up a can of whoop ass with none of the sugar that they had before when they had this opportunity after opportunity when they was doing all that. That was the sugar. That was the sugar. Now we're going to bring in some vinegar. Okay? Vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, I'm telling you, will bring peace to the Middle East, y'all. That shit heals anything. All right? Absolutely. Well, that's what's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, the creator said this is exactly how you get me to kick your ass. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. You're the abundant one. You're the abundant one. The positive person in this scenario is the abundant one. The one that was not chosen. Yeah. The original soulmate. That's what I'm going to call it. The original soulmate. That's the one that's abundant. That's the one that has the long-term abundance. Okay? Also, on another floor, they might have had a baby with somebody. They might have wanted to build a family and, and have a future with this person. Yeah. Don't ask me what you were supposed to do in their mind. I don't understand why they thought they was like my boy who's on the run right now. Which hats off to this motherfucker. He been on the run for a minute. The one that killed the girl in Florida and dropped her body in the middle of fucking West Bubblefuck somewhere. Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, you will be caught eventually, or you will die. You ain't gonna be out there in the woods forever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna be out there in the woods dead eventually, or you gonna have to come up out the woods and we gonna catch you. It's one or the other, baby. You done fucked up your karma trying to control this young lady. You see what I'm saying? And she was an idiot a little bit. God bless her. You know what I'm saying? But let that be as a lesson. We cannot afford to be idiots, can we? That shit is deadly. Right? You can only afford to be so sweet. And that's what I see here. You can't afford to be any sweeter than you've been. You see what I'm saying? You're the abundant one. So, why would you keep making yourself available to that type of disrespect? You know what I mean? When this person could have just never bothered you. Hello? Right. If you being selective and you choosing people very selectively, then you could do that on the early side. You should start early on that. Start early. Because if you're anything like me, hey, there's prettier girls. There's better bodies depending on what floats your boat. You know what I mean? And there's no need to put me in a scenario where I'm feeling like I'm being looked over or passed. Just look over and pass me in the first place and don't bother me. That's how you do it. And then I'll respect you for the rest of your life. You dig it? But if now you pulling me in like I'm the best shit since sliced bread, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Capricorn? Then all of a sudden you like, oh, I got a new toy. Oh, this is even better than sliced bread. Really, nigga? Ain't nothing better than sliced bread. It's just other things besides sliced bread. You know what I'm saying? It's just other things. Ain't nothing better. You dig what I'm saying? So, on the flip side, or just to continue, you're a divine child of God. You deserve what you want, but they burnt a bridge with you. But God does not trust this person. God will not protect this person. Because that's the Hermit card, and that's also a safe space. You're safe there. So what I mean why it's out of your hands, there's no more protection. You were the protection. You were an agent of protection. The Creator sent their agent. Okay? And that was a sign of, I'm giving you grace. I'm giving you safety. And that doesn't mean y'all have to be together forever, but you should respect this forever. You should respect it forever. So if you leave in it, you leave it in a respectful manner. If you stay in a respectful manner. Whatever you decide, respect can never be sacrificed in this union. You feel me? Maybe you sacrifice sex, we're no longer sexually involved, we're no longer in love, but you must respect. Am I right? Right. Abso-fucking-lutely. So yeah, you're the abundant one and you're the empowered one. And you don't have to invite anybody to your motherfucking party. Here's a party going on here in the world card. We're celebrating. We're like, yeah, the day's work is done. Let's party. And party responsibly. Right? Well, the broader understanding that this person is now gaining, right? Because that's what else we do in that card. We have a broader understanding of life and the significance of life and why do we work and then we play? Why do we do that? Why do we make sure to be vigilant and know when to say when or drink responsibly or whatever the hell it is? Why do we do that? Because we could end up burning bridges if we don't do that. That's why. And these are not things that we can recover sometimes. So it's very much like a lesson for a child kind of thing. Or somebody is immature and they miss that lesson or some such thing. Okay? So it's out of your hands. And to me, from where I'm standing, looks like good news for you. Okay? Good news for you. Not so good for somebody else. Hangman. Right? Don't say that to no black people. Am I right? Okay? Right. Okay? So, all right. One more word of wisdom for Capricorn in this situation going forward, October into November. One more word of wisdom. I get to focus on you. Focus on you. Laser focused. Laser focused. New passion. Ace of Wands. New passion. Find another one. Find another one. Get ready for another one. Make yourself available to another one. Okay? Get you some new. All right? That's what it look like here. All right? And don't fucking look back. Amen. Now have yourself a good October into November. I'll see you again soon here. Wait. Yes, if you need a personal, get in contact with me. For more deep-ass readings where we see the case is motherfucking closed. We tried not to go there, but we had to go there because God is behind it all. Ultimately, in deep-ass readings like these, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. All right, and pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdoms to make sure you're out here discriminating wisely what you appear to be doing. All right, fantastic. I will see you again here soon, Capricorn, behind the black veil.